Hello Tangerines from beautiful Bacalar.
We are next to the Lagoon of Seven Colors in Bacalar. This is a Pueblo Mágico in the state of Quintana Roo, Mexico. We've been here once before, and within just 1 week, it quickly became one of our top 3 spots in Mexico. And bear in mind, we've been all over the place in Mexico. Dare I say it, this might actually be my favorite place. But it's not cool to have favorites, so we're just gonna call it top 3 and show you exactly why we love it this week, which is my birthday week!
Happy birthday.
Thanks, babe. So we've actually been in Bacalar for 5 days up to this point, having so much fun. Our friends Trish and Diego came out to Bacalar to celebrate my birthday week with us, and I could tell you about it, but roll the tape. So we are going on a boat tour today. So excited. It is a gorgeous day. Absolutely gorgeous.
Vámonos.
Hola! Diego, what do you think about Bacalar?
Just thank you so much.
Thank you, Bacalar!
Is Mama?
Stuck the landing. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Is Mama okay?
Oh,
Okay. Slow-mo.
So these are stromatolites. When you come to Bacalar, don't touch them. Try not to go near them. Definitely don't stand on them.
that was awesome, and we got to see the sunset. Bacalar is just, sunrise to sunset is just incredible. Like, just being around all this nature, and so beautiful. Oh, I cannot get over it. One day we went out on the kayaks.
Okay.
Laska, do you wanna go out on Bacalar?
Let's put your life vest on. Laska doesn't like being in the water where she can't touch. I used to take her out paddleboarding back in Arizona, and she fell off a couple times, and without having this on, I wouldn't be able to get her out of the water back onto the paddleboard, but with this, I can just go boop.
Laska, you look so dang cute in your little life vest. Laska the lifeguard. Oh, we're about to go kayaking. Oh, it's so beautiful today.
Every day.
All day, every day in Bacalar. Laska, are you ready to go kayaking? She doesn't like it now, but she's gonna be chilling like a villain in just a little bit. Bye, Laska! Trish and Diego are riding the struggle boat, trying to get out. Third time's a charm, but I got the camera on just in case. Oh, you got this. Laska, you're so pretty. Oh yes, much dog. Hi. Chillaxing, living the life.
She's still getting used to it. She's a little bit scared, but now she likes it.
All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself.
Laska, you're such a good girl.
Such a good girl.
Are you having fun? She loves this.
She's loving it, yeah.
All right, go ahead. Go play. And Laska, although a little bit scared at first, thoroughly enjoyed her time on the kayaks.
I think she thinks it's like having her head out the window of a car. I love seeing her happy, and she's just so happy out there. We have had the absolute joy of watching multiple sunrises. I'm not a morning person, but it is so worth it to get up and see it come up over the lagoon. It's just absolutely spectacular.
And one morning we saw toucans in the wild.
Probably the coolest nature sighting I've ever had. Like, toucans are just so unbelievable looking, like the long colorful beak, and it was like, wow. So for breakfast this morning, we of course had to come to our favorite breakfast place in Bacalar called La Piña.
You say of course, like they're supposed to know this from when we made a video a year ago.
We made one video, and what you should know is that we basically went there every single day for that week, and so far we've gone here every single day, except for yesterday, my birthday, when it was closed. But it's so good. They bring out these chips with a bunch of salsas, and they have their little pineapple leaves that you can scoop the salsas out.
And one of my favorite things about this place is they have breakfast smoothies, but they're drunk smoothies.
Smoothies borrachos. Oh, está bien. Here comes our food now.
Muchas gracias.
Nada, señor. Frijolito.
Gracias. Exacto.
Provecho.
Muchas gracias.
What'd you get?
This is the chilaquiles rojos, red chilaquiles with egg. Super, super good. I love this sauce. But yes,
Huge.
drunk smoothies gives you a reason to drink before like 10 a.m. So
Because it's healthy.
yes, it's very healthy.
And I got huevos bacalareños, which have this queso de bola, which seems to be a typical cheese of this region, avocado eggs, red sauce, and some other goodness baked in. It's the only thing I ever get because it's so good and I'm not tired of it yet. Let's go. So now we are going to the very south end of Bacalar, to this kind of secret spot that not many people know about, and we didn't even know about it until our friends Trish and Diego went on a little adventure on like this sketchy dirt road to find it. So that's where we are headed now, and I am so stoked because it looks freaking amazing. So we just got to this property in Xul-Ha. I hope I said that right. I never know how to pronounce the X in, I think it's usually Mayan. We're here, this is called Gris Monkey, spelled G-R-I-S, like gray. Such a funny play on words.
It's about 20 minutes south of the town of Bacalar, but we're still on the lagoon. This water is gorgeous right here. We're on the far south end. For 50 pesos a person, it includes kayaks and paddleboards, and Laska can be here.
Quack, quack, quack. Oh, they're really gone now. Okay, so we're going up these steps now. There's a second platform up here with a hammock, and I think Laska's gonna freak out as soon as she realizes how high it is. Laska, come on,
She wants to go
you wanna
down.
leave already? Why?
Get me off of here.
Oh my gosh. Look at this water. It's just gorgeous. I think it's even more turquoise over here. Wow.
Laska, your legs are so skinny. Will you take Laska out there? I want to see her all wet.
I'm trying to get back. Ow, please, Laska, go slow. My paws aren't like your paws. Ow.
My father. She doesn't want to get more than her legs wet.
This way.
I don't like it, Mom.
A little farther. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
Laska, you know how to swim.
Get me out of here. Gotta go.
Look how tiny she is on the front. Here, just a little bit. Good girl.
She looks like an otter.
Water dog. Woo! Ah, the healing properties of Bacalar. Laska, what do you think about this?
She loves being up top here. She gets the breeze and gets to see the beautiful views, as long as she's not afraid that we're gonna push her off the edge. Because that's scary, isn't it? They actually rent out this bus here. So if you're looking to do some glamping in Bacalar and you don't mind being away from the town of Bacalar, this might be a good option for you. They charge between 300 pesos and 700 pesos depending on whether you're 1, 2, or 3 people.
And then he said you have access to the bathroom. There's one for women and men, and each have a shower, also the kitchen. And this amazingly gorgeous property with the kayaks and the stand-up paddle boards and all the relaxation and tranquility that you could ever want.
Compare that to what we're paying right now to be on the lagoon. We're paying 70 bucks a night. Here you're at the far south end of the lagoon, so even when it's a really windy day like it is today, there's not nearly as many waves.
You know, I think the crazy thing is, you're a little bit outside of town, but like 15 to 20 minutes outside of Bacalar is really not that much.
And there's still a small town here, so you can go
Yeah,
into town
it's
and
not
eat at
like-
various restaurants.
Totally. It's not like this is in the middle of nowhere. 500 pesos, and comparing that to our $70 a night, which we feel like is the worst value we've ever gotten in all of Mexico. $70 for what we're actually getting. We're not going to link it in the description or anything because we don't recommend it, but
I know Bacalar is getting expensive, but
It is.
this is just
I think it's a situation like Puerto Morelos where there's not enough rentals, so there's no competition in the price. So basically people can charge whatever they want.
People are just bidding up and buying, renting them.
Yeah. Well, that was so fun and so nice and relaxing. The perfect place to spend the hottest time of the day is right next to the lagoon, where you get the evaporative cooler effect to cool you off.
Under palapa, in a hammock.
And in a hammock, yes. One of my favorite things about Bacalar are that the street dogs are so friendly, and I'm not sure if we've ever said this, but I think you can tell a lot about a Mexican town by how the dogs act. The stray dogs are just the wild dogs.
Yeah, and this isn't a stray. A lot of them do have collars and are just free to roam around during the day, but it's so nice.
Good girl.
And you recently had puppies, I see.
Good girl. Oh, you're so sweet.
Okay. Let's go.
We are super hungry, so we decided to go to this place that called to me specifically because it has my family name in it. My Mexican side of my family's name, Asadero Salazar. So we got a 1/4 kilo of chicken, grilled chicken, and also ribs.
Yeah, costillas.
It comes with beans, rice, onions, salsa, and tortillas. Each of these were, I believe, 80 pesos.
One was more expensive than the other.
Okay.
We'll put the price on the screen.
Yeah, this chicken is amazing. Something interesting though is they cut the ribs sideways, like through the bone. I've never seen that before. What do you think?
I think it's really tasty. I was just expecting to get chicken and ribs because that's what we ordered. We ordered a 1/4 kilo of each, but it's nice that it came with rice and beans as well.
So after tip, we're leaving here at 165 pesos, and we have leftovers, some of the costillas that we're going to give to Laska, and she's going to be so happy.
Highly recommend the chicken.
Yeah, we're going home with leftovers of the costillas because I don't know how you're supposed to eat it when they cut through the bone. I couldn't really get the meat off of it, but the chicken was amazing.
And with ribs, I feel like the sauce makes or breaks it, and there was no sauce.
Yeah, just a little bit of spices, but it didn't really make it. You're right. So we decided to go get some snacks at this place called Cerveceria Guayaba.
Yes.
Cerveceria Guayaba, where everything starts at 25 pesos, so it's very similar to Cerveceria Chapultepec. We got peanuts with salt and lime. It was actually a bigger bowl. We've eaten a lot of them. That was 25. I got a mezcal union for 45 pesos, and I drank a little bit of that. And now I got elote, but I've never in my Mexican life had it served to me like this before.
In your Mexican life.
In my life in Mexico.
Never in my Mexican life.
It's so cute. It's like in little portions, and then they put the mayonesa on the side and lime on the side as well, and it's also 25 pesos. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It is a new and beautiful day in Bacalar. It's overcast, so I think that means we're going to have a better time not getting fried to a crisp today. We are going in search of some breakfast with Laska. She just gave us those puppy dog eyes and we had to take her, but it's not going so well so far with at least all the street dogs. I said yesterday that the street dogs are so nice here in Bacalar, but some of them, I think when they come in numbers, they surround her, and we actually had that incident on our property where she was attacked and yelping in pain because one of them bit her back leg. That's not been great, and scary too. But I think we're just gonna have to default to our good old La Piña. It is always a good start to the day when we eat breakfast at La Piña. And now we're going to find me some more caffeine. It is actually surprisingly difficult to find espresso in Bacalar. Like, there are lots of restaurants for how small of a town it is, but not many of them serve espresso and are dedicated to coffee. Smoothies, on the other hand, you can find smoothies anywhere. Smoothies and juices aplenty.
You know what else is hard to find here?
What?
Anything. Like, you want to go shopping for anything? Forget it. It's like you're going to 10 different places just to find some chicken.
The other day we were trying to have a barbecue, like a little cookout, because they provided a grill at our Airbnb, which is one of the only things they provided. But moving on, we were just trying to find chorizo and chicken and like just some fixings to make a salad on the side, like nothing special. And we were going everywhere, like from place to place, and one person would say, oh, it's right over here, so then we go a couple blocks over, another person we'd be like, oh, we can't find it, where can we find this? And same thing.
But we've learned, because it's so hard to get things here, people who live here go to Nixtamal to do their shopping.
Yeah.
Because there aren't any grocery stores here. You have like these tiny little markets. That's it.
Yeah, or like OXXO even, but I mean that's not, you can't get everything at OXXO.
And there's
almost,
like
but not quite.
one OXXO in town.
But I mean that's kind of, that's part of what makes Bacalar so special, I think, still, is that it's still like really small town. It hasn't been overdeveloped yet, which is great, but also a little inconvenient and annoying when you're trying to find like a few specific things.
Do you want to have a campfire?
This is a really cool wall.
What'd you get?
So this place behind me is called Yaya Cafe, and as far as I know, it is one of like 2 places in all of Bacalar that serves espresso. This was only 25 pesos. I'm so happy. That place was very Tulum-esque, which is something I noticed being a trend in Bacalar that hasn't been in the past. Or well, 10 months ago that we came here, there weren't too many places like that, and now they're popping up like crazy. We're gonna head home now and get out of the sun, because when the sun gets up in the sky, you can really feel it and it burns.
It doesn't matter how many walks we take Laska on. She always wants to go outside. She always wants more walks and more walks and more walks. Everywhere else she gets tired, but not here, not in Bacalar. She has unlimited energy. Nobody likes Bacalar more than Laska.
Laska, do you want to go out in the water? Let's go in the water.
Yeah.
Laska, how pretty is this? I could just stand out here all day looking out here with the breeze coming in. It's just so pretty.
Do you see all the pretty shades of gray?
The pretty shades of gray. Your tummies hanging out everywhere. And after a 30-minute walk, the only thing that you can do in Bacalar to cool off, the thing to do, is go in the water, of course. So last time we mentioned if you wanted to take care of Bacalar Lagoon to use reef-safe sunscreen, but we were told by our sailboat captain on our tour that if you really want to take care of the lagoon, don't wear any sunscreen or anything at all. Even reef-safe can do some damage because it's imbalancing the ecosystem, which is why I'm wearing this. It's a UPF shirt, which is like fabric that has SPF essentially, and wearing hats and stuff. So the more you can cover up, the better, so that you don't have to put anything like makeup, lotion, sunscreen, anything like that to protect the lagoon. The water is so nice. I think I see some amigos. Well, that's one way to get a workout. All right, now butt kickers on the way back.
High knees is really hard when you get deeper.
Work it, baby. All right, now see if Laska wants to play. Do the thing you were doing with her. She is just chilling, living the doggy life. We love this wall that's outside of our Airbnb. There's so many iguanas on it. I see one up here. Hopefully we can get to it before he dives into the hole. We are now in the fort of San Felipe. This fort was created because Bacalar in the 17th century was under attack by pirates, so they needed this as a lookout.
They finished constructing the fort in 1733 to help defend the pirates. And you can see all across beautiful Bacalar, including straight across here, we have Pirates Channel.
Which we've still never visited. In all,
Yeah.
in a couple tours that we've done, we still never made it there, but we hear it's very crowded usually.
We tried to take the kayaks there one day, got halfway across the lagoon and realized it's really far. Just by chance, have you seen any round balls around, and do you have about a pound of gunpowder?
Can't say that I do. Look out for Jordan, you guys. He's crazy. To get in here, it costs 110 pesos per person if you're not Mexican, and 50 pesos if you are.
Actually, it's 110 if you don't look Mexican,
Oh, yeah.
and 55 if you do look Mexican.
Yeah, because she didn't ask us at all.
And she
just
didn't ask the
charged us.
people behind us, and she charged us them half the price of us.
But they had dark skin and looked Mexican. So the trick is, if you just look Mexican at all, you can pay 50 pesos. Otherwise, it is cool, you get the great view, but I think it's way overpriced for what you're actually getting in here.
Yeah, honestly, I think there's not a whole lot to see here that you can't see from outside.
Yeah.
So if you want to give them a 110 peso donation, go for it. If not, just go ahead and look from the outside.
Or luckily, you could just watch this video and kind of see what it looks like in here and not have to pay at all. You're welcome! But you really can't see much of this from like around Centro. This is right by El Centro. Oh, hey Jordan. Guess
Hey.
what time it is?
What time is it? El Centro, El Centro. And there's a dog.
He's like, bye. Oh, give me belly rubs.
No belly rubs?
Aww.
Okay, I'll give you belly rubs.
And check out this Centro del Centro. It has murals. Have we ever seen murals on the top?
I don't believe so. Maddie, I have something fun for you.
Yeah.
This teeter-totter is really, really steep. You know, usually it's a lot longer.
This does not look fun. This looks like a disaster waiting to happen.
Get on the other side, please.
No. Please do not throw me off of this.
Oh, I would never.
Oh gosh. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
How steep this is. This is so ridiculous.
You have to have some serious ab muscles. Oh, so this is how lever works, how 106 pounds can pull up. How much do you weigh?
Oh my gosh, that is the craziest teeter-totter I've ever been on.
Yeah, that was actually pretty fun. I think we should always take opportunities to act like a kid. Like, adults don't really get that luxury very often. The luxury of being a kid and like taking a nap and stuff, but also playing on teeter-totters. And right here I see that they have all these shops like with artesanias and stuff. Quintana Roo is not really known for its artesanias because it's a very young state. Oh, something really got
Except
me.
for the Mayans, but
Well,
young.
yeah, but I mean, young in many forms. Like, there's not very much typical food or artesanias that's sort of borrowed from other states like Chiapas.
Or any other state for that matter.
Or any other state for that matter, yes.
Look at all these dream catchers.
Yeah.
So many.
That's one thing I love outside of Tulum. That's where you see a lot of those. I think there's a town pretty close to there on the way to Coba where there's so many dream catchers. But like, look how big this one is. This is freaking gigantic.
It's the size of Maddie.
This is the size of my life. My entire life. It's right here in this dream catcher.
Many of them have a seed or something in the middle.
Oh, that's cool. We walked 10 steps and Jordan is like begging me, please, can we please go in here? Where do you guys think it is? I'll give you a hint. It satisfies his sweet tooth. Come on.
It's ice cream.
Hello.
Okay, I'm in. I've never had to do such a balancing act with ice cream.
He loaded that up.
Yeah, it was 30 pesos for a grande. One really cool thing about Mexico, no matter how small the town, it always has a colorful sign with the town's name on it. There's a big ass iguana down here.
He's so big. Hola, señor.
Senor, ven.
Then, like, what do these people want? I see 2 more iguanas down there, so I'm starting to think that the whole town is being protected from pirates by these iguanas, and that's kind of awesome if you ask me. Or is the town under siege by iguanas, no longer pirates?
I think that's more likely. Maddie,
Yes?
do you iguana go to that cerveceria that we went to that has the really pretty view?
Oh, I want to go there right now.
Okay, let's iguana go. I don't think that worked.
No, fail. I think one of my absolute favorite things about Bacalar is that there's so much street art, like murals painted on walls all across the town. For such a small town, there's so much of it. And just in the 10 months since we were here the first time, I think it's even brighter and more
I think so
colorful than
too.
before.
In fact, I'm looking right over here and I think I see a guy painting that wall over there.
I love that. That's just like a simple way to make a town so much more joyful and happy. Even if
I know.
it's not complex murals, if it's just painting the walls. Hola, buenas tardes. ¿Cómo está?
¿Les puedo ofrecer algo de tomar?
Brujo uno, por favor.
¿Brujo uno? Ok.
Para mí, hamburguesa, camarón,
Sí.
4 o cuarto.
¿De cuarto de libra?
Cuarto.
Sí.
Y 2 vasos de agua, por favor.
¿Dos con agua?
So we are at cerveceria.
Cervecería Artesanal Bacalar.
Cerveceria Artesanal Bacalar. It's kind of this beach club setting here where you have hammocks and
These little
These-
like bed, like, what do you call these?
day bed.
Day bed, yeah.
David.
And luxury hammocks over here. Super nice.
But anyway, we came here once before. I got the shrimp burger, and although it's one of the most expensive meals I've had in town, if not the most expensive, it's so good and it's huge.
You lost your damn mind over that burger.
It's so good. So I just ordered it again.
This place is awesome. There's no cover charge. You don't have to like pay to rent the bed if they're available. You get it. I think as long as you're like ordering food and stuff. They actually have hammocks out in the water, other lounge chairs. I see a kayak over here, so they might even have kayak rentals too.
And of course, a beautiful view of the lagoon.
Spectacular.
I hate when this happens. You go to a restaurant, you have an amazing meal, and you're so excited to go back there, and then it just isn't as good the next time. And that's my burger this time. So the first time we came here, I would have given this place 5 stars for sure. This time, the service was horrendous. The burger wasn't nearly as good as last time.
We always have the intention of recommending local restaurants and stuff, but if you're looking for great service and to get the sides that you order and the drinks that you order and the food that you order, then I mean,
come at your own risk.
Yeah, just now you can know what you might get into here. First of all, please excuse our messy Airbnb. Second of all, I just did something that I didn't know was possible. I messaged the restaurant that we're considering going to for dinner through Google Maps to ask if dogs are allowed, to see if Laska can come.
Laska, do you want to go for a walk?
Yes, they can. She still has tons of energy, even though we walked her around for like 2 hours today. Laska, do you want to go?
Do you want to go for a walk or not? Look how properly she's sitting.
Oh, okay, let's go. Gotta shake off before we put the leash on. I love this dog. He's so cute. Hi, doggy. He likes to play with Laska, but she scares him.
Laska,
say
hi
hi.
to your friend.
Hi, dear doggy. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. In our past 2 videos, we talked about the unexpected struggles you face in Mexico, and one of those is that sidewalks are not always standardized, and you really have to watch where you're walking, or you could just trip, or because there's tree roots pulling up the sidewalk, or in this case, a giant manhole cover is missing. So if you're walking down the sidewalk and not looking, like this is what it looks like. Just kidding. I'm watching where I'm walking because we travel in Mexico. We know that's something you really have to do.
So we're at this really cool new place. I think it's pronounced Nixtamal, but I didn't think Bacalar was going to have something this fancy. It's really nice back here, and the prices seem fairly reasonable for how fancy it is.
I love the ambiance. So at this place, they kind of cook everything over the fire, so it has that like smoky, grilled taste to it. They have this all set up with lights hanging from the trees, and the tables are made from like sections of trees. Everything about this is kind of amazing.
And we read reviews like the chef is amazing. This is one of the best dinners I've ever had. Things like that.
Saying that he's an artist and everything that comes out is perfection.
I got a mezcal mojito. It's really, really good. And I don't know what the straw is that it came with, but it feels kind of waxy. I thought it was bamboo at first. I'm not sure what it is.
This gargantuan shot of mezcal, plus these oranges and sal de gusano, which is worm salt. Don't knock it till you try it. This was all 110 pesos.
So Maddie got a 350 gram ribeye, and I think it was about 350 pesos.
So every time I take a new bite, I'm like, how could this get any better? But then it does. It does.
I got a portobello relleno. I don't know about you, but this is our last night in Bacalar. We leave tomorrow morning, and I'm upset we didn't discover this sooner.
Yeah, seriously. This place is amazeballs.
Every single dish here that we've tried, of the 3, just works of art. They're so tasty. The flavors mix so well, and there's crunchy and soft, and the mix of all the flavors, sweet and salty, and works perfectly. So the chef here and his brother who own the place are from Aguascalientes. This was amazing. I rate this the #1 restaurant I've been to in all of Mexico.
This was amazing, from drinks to the main dish to the dessert to the service to the ambiance. Everything's so good. They seem to be very proud that this came from that their like style and the food and their talent came from Aguascalientes. We've been to Aguascalientes, and the people there were some of the best we've met in all of Mexico, and it seems like they've carried that love through here to this restaurant, and I felt it. I love this place. Love, love, love.
Wow, what a fun week this was. I hope it was a nice birthday trip for you.
This was probably the best birthday I've ever had, truly.
Well, in just a moment here, we're gonna have our other Bacalar video on the end screen.
And if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to our channel to see more videos that we release about our life in Mexico and traveling around.
But one more thing.
Oh yes, one more important thing.
I'm gonna eat shit.
Please don't fall off the top.
Oh. Gong that bell so you will be the very first to be notified when we release any new video.
And we'll see you soon.